When we want to do something, usually we depend upon Vaokhari, that is the said or uttered word. We depend on sentences, which are words arranged in a particular order, that is language. No? We advise or instruct, you do this and this because of this and this pramana, like that. This pramana for do and do not is what we call karma kanda. They are a set of series of injunctions for action. But Paramartha is not of this category. Important. Paramartha is not of that type of series of injunctions. It is Avakyapramana, or a pramana, no pramana in language. Avakyapramana. It is a pramana, but without vakya. That is means without language. A pramana without language. It is not an object seen or cognized by the naked sense organs or intellect or language. It is beyond all that. If it had been a padartha, in Sanskrit, pada and artha mean an object with a name and a meaning. No, it would have been subject. If it had been a padartha, it would have been a subject or vishaya to another pramana or pramana antara. It is not a subject like that either. Therefore, Atma, Brahma, etc. are not cognizable by uttered words alone. If it is not, it could become what? Asat, untrue or non-existent. The opposition view says. Sankara negates this. The Vakya need not be always giving advices like injunctions. For example, if we say a sentence, there are 4 varnas or colors for the Meru. There is no injunctions to do this or that, no? Just a statement. It has a statement of asti or truth. It is there. Like that, there are certain mahavakyas which speak on Brahma, Atma, etc. For example, Brahma vida apnodi param, Taitiriyam. Then, Vidyade hridaya granthi, Mundagam. These are sentences in which there is an effect or a phalashruti of Jnana, which is liberation from the seed of samsara. Therefore, Jnana is not useless as the opposition thinks. The injunctions like do not eat such and such a food is to give knowledge of that particular food item and its bad effects, and not control of a human karma. Actually, that is why it is said, don't take this, don't take this, because there is a bad effect. In Chandogya, we find the story of a sage who takes food that is remnant of someone else's food, and but refuses to take water, which is the leftover or drinking of the same person during a famine period. This story shows that the do and do nots are of certain reasons to produce a distinction between a dharma and an adharma, and not just hard and fast rules to restrict human actions. Or pratishedha vidhi. Pratishedha vidhi means injunctions which do not do this, do not do this. That is pratishedha vidhi. So all such pratishedha vidhi have to be understood in this way. One who is civilized by the real wisdom understands the evil effects of lack of knowledge, and with its own mind and intellect avoid the ignorance. Want to learn something, no? Sanskrithi is wisdom and culture, and lack of it is called prakriti. It is natural in you, but you don't learn anything. It is in this way the injunctions do not come up. Do not do this, do not this come up. The thamasic foods, relations with thamasic people, desire for women, desire for worldly pleasures, these are avoided due to the knowledge of thamasic nature and of the desires, and they are not done just for an ajara or karma without knowledge. You need to purify yourself to attain something greater. That is why these are said. Here again, the opposition asks a question. The habit of eating flesh is a thamasic karma. But can we say the same about the sacrificial killing of animals? Is it not prescribed in the Veda? To this Sankara says, because of creating opposite type of knowledge, they are similar. Viparyahajnana is false knowledge. People eat meat thinking that it is good for the body. But actually it is not good for the body. Our body structure is not suited for eating that. It creates diseases. And we know that now many diseases like cancer, etc. The killing of animals in sacrifices, thinking that it is prescribed in the Veda, also is a type of Viparyahajnana, he says. Just as people have been taught that eating flesh your health will improve, they were taught that by doing killing animals you will get swarga. That also is Viparyahajnana only. It doesn't mean that it is good. The opposition here agrees with the avoidance of eating meat. Okay, we agree. They agree that it is bad. They are concerned about the sacrificial killing of animals alone. The reason is it is associated with dosha like avidya, raga, dvesha, etc. It is associated with another kama, swarga kama, with hatred towards enemies, greed for fame and wealth, etc. It is for that these people do killing of animals in sacrifice. So it is also a Viparyahajnana. When such desires are lost, karma again become pure. It is not avoidance of sacrifice, but avoidance of animal killing in sacrifice that is asked for. A person, Buddha never said that you should not perform sacrifice. Don't kill animals in the sacrifice. It is the same thing which Sankara also says. It is not against sacrifice, but against killing of animals, because that is not needed. It is an Viparyahajnana. Any person with a purified karma will agree to this. Killing something is cruel, no? Person with impure avidya will always be doubtful. Only the prakrita and ragadvesha mixed with animal killing in sacrifice need be avoided. Not the sacrifice as a whole. In fact, none of the rites like Agnihotra, Dachapurna Masa, Chadurmasya, nothing, Samayaga, etc. are for fulfilling any selfish desire. They are actually not for selfish desires. And those who want swarga interpret them as a karma for getting swarga for themselves. Then it becomes selfish. This misinterpretation is the avidya. The one who has obtained real paramartha jnana by his ultimate knowledge of Brahman understands that such karma are not needed. In Aparokshanubhuthi, Sankara says this: Sadaiva vasanatyaga samoyamiti shabdida. Except this, nothing is done by a true jnani. In Shankara's view, such a shamana or shama is the one who has cognized Brahma. A shamana, one who has achieved shama, is a shamana. He alone has cognized Brahma. The Jaina people are called Samana because they have understood this. They are not killing animals. So they have really cognized Brahman. This is interesting because many historians have misinterpreted Sankara as a hater of Samana and Buddha doctrines. But I find from his own Bhashya, his own words, that he was not a hater of Samana or Buddhist. He was actually very much in favor of many of their theories. Only thing is that the unscientific things that they said, he has questioned. That is because of his intellectual capacity. And he didn't hate or hurt any other thought process. I am saying this from his own Bhashya, not from my liking. For a Brahmana, that is, Brahmana is an hour of Brahman, who is meditating on something which is indivisible by time, space, desha, kala, nimitta, etc. Brahma alone exists in every kshana of time, every moment of time filled with Brahma only, in every living being, in every non-living thing, everywhere, every time, every muhurta, Brahman alone exists. Then how can he resort to such karma as killing animals? How can he resort to selfish acts? How can he resort to this particular karma in this particular time and place when such limitations does not exist for a Brahmajnani? Because Brahma is everywhere, every muhurta. This is the view of the Acharya. How the historians and many other people have misinterpreted the Acharya is really surprising.